So what is it that makes you want to wake up in the mornings? So in their book, Ikigai, The Japanese Secret to a Long and Happy Life, Hector Garcia and Francis Miralles, I'm not very sure about the pronunciation, both of them have a very holistic take on life in their book. If you want to check the book out, I will leave a link in the description box below. So what is Ikigai? Well, in simple terms, Ikigai is the reason for your being, why you want to wake up in the morning. Is it because of your first cup of tea that you're excited about? Is it because of your children, your work, your music, your art? What is it that makes you want to wake up in the mornings? Ikigai is the reason for your being. So when you are working, for example, and you are totally immersed in your work, totally unaware of the time or your surroundings, that means that you are in a state of flow. Flow is another important aspect which helps you to focus for long hours. The flow can be achieved when you are doing something that you love and when you are away from your distractions. One time I actually forgot to eat my lunch while I was filming. That's because I was so immersed in my work that I had totally lost the sense of time. Although it's not very healthy to skip meals, I'm not propagating skipping meals, but all I'm trying to say is that when you are doing something that you love, that you are passionate about, the reason for your being, and when you are doing that work, you get into the state of flow, which makes you totally unaware of your situation, of your surrounding and time. And it is the state of flow which helps artists, athletes and other people to be in the state of flow and focus in their work, to concentrate for longer hours. This being in the state of flow is actually, I feel, is what is called being present in the moment. We often hear people say that, oh, you should be present in the moment and not worry. This is what is, I feel, is called being present in the moment. When you're actually in the moment, when you're doing the work, when even if you are supposed talking to someone, if you're talking to your family, to your friends, and if you are giving your full attention to that person, and that is called being in the flow and being in the present moment. And that actually helps you to not only when you are working, but for your concentration, but it also helps you to build better relationships. The concepts of flow and the concept of living in the moment is something that actually caught my attention in the book, and I guess that's because I personally struggle in these areas. And so the first thing that actually is the killer of flow is multitasking. So I am sometimes guilty of trying to study while I'm also simultaneously messaging my friend on WhatsApp, and also at the same time watching a YouTube video. That when I'm trying to do all these things, I get nothing done completely. I am distractedly texting my friend. I'm neither concentrating on what I have to study, and neither am I watching the YouTube video. It's just like noise in the background. So to be honest, I am guilty of that, and it's also like prevents me from getting in the state of flow. Distractions such as our phones and technology can also prevent us from getting into the flow of our work. And to be honest, I will not make technology the evil. Always I'm talking about how technology has ruined our lives, but to be honest, we need to moderate our usage of our phones and devices accordingly. Of course, it's not easy, but if you want to minimize your digital use, I have also made a video on that called Digital Minimalism. You can check it out. I will link it up here somewhere or in the description box. The most important part of living in the moment is to actually live in the moment. Well, this might sound crazy, but when, suppose for example, you don't have your phones with you to distract you, you don't have your family, you are secluded in a room and you want to start working. But what happens is that you get reminded of your exams the next week. Then you start thinking about the fact that you have colleagues who don't like the way you dress, and then there might be things that get you anxious about the past or the future which is yet to come and about which you don't have any control over. When I say the reason for your being, which is the ikigai, it does not mean that these are activities which have to be creative or activities which can be monetarily beneficial. No, it can be anything as simple as gardening, which just brings you joy. You just want to see the flowers bloom, and that is good enough a reason for you to have a purpose in life. Apart from the state of flow and living in the moment, there are various factors which are discussed in the book actually. So for example, the very given are healthy eating, being stress free, moving your body daily, not necessarily heavy exercise only, building healthy relationships and a sense of community, practicing gratitude, and also connecting with nature. I am myself not a master of these skills. I just found this book quite interesting and it really spoke to me, so I just wanted to share with you all. And to be honest, it does not require you to know it. You don't really need to know the answer. Ikigai is actually what you live for, and in the search of what you live for in the search of. I personally really recommend this book. And so yeah, thank you for watching till the end. Hope to see you next week.